Sometimes when you're struggling in golf, you need to do a reset. And I found that the best way to do a reset is to approach the game of golf the way it was meant to be played, by walking. And I think the guys at Sunday Golf really understand the importance of a reset. Now, in the past few years, there have been a ton of golf bag brands to hit the market. And one of the standout brands, at least in my opinion, is Sunday Golf. Today's video, I'm going to be reviewing the El Camino Superlight golf bag from Sunday Golf. Now, the El Camino Superlight is the little brother to the El Camino OG, which is one of Sunday's original releases. Now, just because it says Superlight in the name does not mean that it's stripped down to the point where you don't have any storage or any functionality or any cool features. On the contrary, this bag has a lot to offer, especially for the first-time golfer looking for a good entry-level bag getting into the game of golf. Now, starting off with the features, the El Camino Superlight golf bag is going to be an inch shorter than the El Camino OG and about an inch skinnier, but that doesn't mean that it doesn't house quite a few clubs. Now, from Sunday Golf, they are saying you can put up to 10 clubs in this golf bag, but stick around to the end of the video because I've got a big surprise about actually what you can fit in this golf bag, which shocked even me. Now, as far as features and functions go, we're going to start with some of the things on the bag here. Obviously, Sunday Golf has made a name for themselves in adding cool features to their golf bags, especially because most of the people using these bags like to walk the course, and you really need that extra storage and capability when you're walking and you don't have the storage capacity of a golf cart. So we've got the valuables pouch here. It's velour lined, and it's actually bigger than my Gamer, which is the Ryder S-Class from Sunday Golf. I can fit my entire hand in this thing, and I've got pretty decent sized hands, so you can get a lot of good stuff in there. You know, big cell phone, wallet, keys, whatever, watch. It's going to hold a lot, and you're not going to have to worry about that jostling around a bunch of tees and golf balls and getting your stuff all nicked up. This is also a storm-proof pocket, so if it starts to rain out there, your cell phone is not going to get wet. The stuff in your wallet is not going to get wet. That's a very valuable feature that Sunday Golf bags have. They've got that water protection if you get caught out in a rainstorm. Now, we've got a super big side pouch here. This is going to house your rain cover that comes included with the purchase of the golf bag. I've got my putting mirror tucked into here, so it holds quite a bit, which shocked me because it's super light in the name. You don't think you're going to get that kind of storage, at least not full storage, on a golf bag of this size. On the back here, we have a T-strap, which actually holds up to, let's see, 3, 6, 8, almost 11 tees, so kind of how you arrange them. Below that, you have a nice mesh bag. You can put some balls in there, something like that. And then below that, you've got another large kind of basic storage compartment. I've got some golf balls in it right now. There's another little mesh retaining bag inside the interior of that larger zipper pocket directly on the back. Towards the bottom, you've got a nice hand strap when you're loading it in your vehicle or your truck, which aligns up with the plastic grab handle at the top of the bag. Moving to the opposite side of the bag, you've got the back air channel, which is going to help reduce that back sweat and that back heat when you're carrying this thing on the course. And then below that, you have a nice size zipper bag for whatever else you need to carry on there. I keep my water bottles in there. Now, the Superlight does not have their Frosty Chill pocket, so that's one thing you have to keep in mind. You're probably going to get a little bit of condensation sweat from the water bottles and stuff that you keep in either one of these pouches. Now, moving back to the other side of the bag, we've got a MOLLE strip here where you can attach different types of little containers. Below that, you've got a nice deep rangefinder pocket right here where it says Superlight down there, so you've got plenty of storage down there if you don't want to set up a MOLLE compartment set up on the side of the bag. All the zippers are high-tech, water resistant, so that's going to prevent water from getting down into the bag during those surprise rainstorms. You've got the standard stand system from Sunday Golf. Now, this is an external stand system. The kick at the bottom, which actually operates the stand legs, is exposed, so it's not covered like it is on the Ryder S-Class from Sunday Golf. I'll leave a link to that review if you're considering that bag as well. I've done a full review on that bag. But what you're getting with the Sunday El Camino Superlight is lightweight and convenient, and the marriage of the two. Now at the top of the bag, we've got a 4-way divider with the plastic grab handle up here at the very tip top, near where you'd keep, say, your driver, fairway woods, putter, things like that. The 4-way divider is full length, which is fantastic. Now Sunday's saying you can fit up to 10 clubs in the El Camino Superlight. Stick around to the end of the video because I'm going to share with you exactly how many clubs I have in this bag. Little hint, it's more than 10. Off to the side here, we've got a kind of like a banded fabric loop. I've got some carabiner clips here with my rangefinder and my towel, and of course my little club cleaning tool. This bag packs a punch when it comes to functionality and features. You're not going to have to sacrifice being able to carry the stuff that you need out there on the course because you're going with a smaller form factor. Now speaking of the course, let's talk about on-course performance. So as far as on-course performance goes, the El Camino Superlight is an excellent option for those golfers out there that like to casually walk 9 holes. Maybe you play some par 3 courses, or on those days where cart path only makes, you know, renting a cart really not worth it. Most of the time I ride in a cart, but those times that I want to get out and walk 9 holes, I really like the El Camino Superlight for that reason. It allows me to kind of get rid of a lot of the stuff that I don't need to play those 9 holes and just go out and enjoy myself. And that's one thing that I think most golfers could really benefit from, is kind of stripping away a lot of the stuff you think you need but you don't really need. As far as shoulder fatigue is concerned, the El Camino Superlight does really well, at least over 9 holes. It's much lighter than my Ryder S-Class golf bag from Sunday Golf. And this is my go-to bag when I want to walk 9 holes. Now there are a few concerns that I have with the bag that I found out on the course. The outside material that they use to cover the outer shell of the bag is kind of like the same material that you would see on a camping tent. It seems to be a little bit thicker, but it almost looks exactly the same in that like cross-hatch design. I don't know how long that's going to last. If the bag were to fall over, is it going to get stained? Is it going to rip? I'm not really sure. So that's one question I have. Maybe I'll do a 6-month review on this bag and see how it's kind of held up over normal use. And then the stand mechanism, where it is open down here at the bottom of the bag, I'm not sure, you know, how long that's going to last before it starts to wear out, or, you know, am I going to have issues with sticks and stuff getting caught in there? I don't know. I didn't have any out there on the course. It was operating just fine, but that is a concern that I have in the back of my mind, is that open mechanism there that operates the stand, is that going to hold up in the long term? One of the biggest surprises that I wanted to share with you guys, which blew my mind, is how many golf clubs you can fit in this golf bag. I've got a total of 14 clubs in this golf bag, no problem, with mid-size grips. Now, I've had several stand golf bags from different companies, and no matter which brand you get, you're always going to have some grip and shaft rub that happens just based on the design of these bags. But what surprised me was that the El Camino Superlight could hold a full 14 clubs. So if you're a golfer and you're concerned, like, I don't want to go with the El Camino Superlight because it won't fit 14 clubs and that's the max number you can carry, don't be concerned, because I can guarantee it fits those clubs. So who is this bag ideally suited for? If you are a golfer that likes to hit the range a lot and you want a bag that's just easy to throw in the back of the vehicle and hit the range and, you know, work on your swing, this is a fantastic option for you. If you're a golfer that likes to go 9-hole rounds and walk those rounds, an excellent option for you. If you're a par 3 golfer, guys, El Camino Superlight, awesome choice. If you're a beginner golfer just getting into the sport, another fantastic choice. Better on the budget than some of those higher class models like the Ryder S-Class or their cart bag from Sunday Golf. Those are going to be a little more expensive, and you may not need those necessarily if you're just getting started and you want to see if golf is the game for you. So who wouldn't benefit from this bag? Well, if you're a golfer that loves to carry tons of training aids, you want access to absolutely everything at your disposal at all times, or you're a significant cart rider, the El Camino Superlight is not going to be the bag for you, just because there are other options from Sunday Golf that would be better suited for your style of golf. This is really geared to those walkers out there, those guys getting into the game of golf. But can it be one of those bags that you can carry 14 clubs in and still have a good amount of storage and access for your other equipment? Absolutely yes. I would not hesitate one bit to make this my gamer. When you actually think about the purpose of this bag, it's not meant to be a massive piece of luggage that carries everything you need. It's supposed to allow you to strip down what you actually need out there on the course and focus on the most important aspect of golf, which is enjoying the game. Guys, if you're interested in checking out the El Camino Superlight for yourself, I've got a link down in the description below. Helps out the channel so I can make more content like this. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in the next one.